anything for our star driver.
Here we go, Ackerman's going for it! Down the inside of the hairpin! Oh, this can't work!
Takes a brave man to admit he can't compete anymore. We all feel sorry for you, mate. You never stood a chance with him.
You want respect, you give respect! That's how it works!
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to F1 22, my team career mode for the Miami GP. Last time out, we witnessed Ferrari sensation as they took their second win of the series and their first 1-2 of the series, and Felipe Drugovich took his maiden race win at the Chinese Grand Prix. We, as a team, we came P3 and 4. Myself as a driver, we took pole position, our 87th pole position as a driver, and we finished P4. That was because, well, on lap 1, we made a mistake, but when we got back up, we ended up battling Drugovich, but then we failed to save enough fuel to make it to the end. That was our downfall, was we ran out of fuel. We were able to just hold on to P4 ahead of our old teammate, our old pal Sergio Checo Perez. But we were not able to beat Lando. And with the Scuderia's 1-2, it means that we are now 16 points. Only 16 points ahead of the Scuderia in the Constructors' Championship. Still early days, but with that win, I'm sure Felipe Drugovich is going to be trying to push hard to secure that championship. Now, will we be able to take victory at our first home race? Let's see as we head to qualifying for Miami. Here we go. Formation lap. So it is soft tires for everyone. George Russell will be starting on pole position. We're down in P13 after a dismal qualifying. We'll see what we can do in the race. So wow. Wow. This is the race that George Russell won for the first time with Red Bull. First time in the series, actually. Because he never won with Mercedes. Mercedes' first win coming in Season 4 with Max Verstappen. Anyways, here we go to 5 red lights for the first home race. It's lights out and away we go. It's a good launch to try and get past the Alpine immediately. And we're already up into P7. Riding behind Daniel Ricciardo in the Mercedes. What a stunning start. So as we've now seen plenty of times, the AI have been making some mistakes as we squeeze Robert Schwartzman a couple of times. He's still going to go for it. Even though there was no room. I don't know why he went for it. Lando's actually jumped George Russell. So Lando is the one who leads now here at Miami. Oh my god, freaking curbs on this track. It's so frustrating. Sector 1 is really frustrating for me in the my team car. I don't know what it is. It just cannot hold it still. But we push on and we go through Sector 2 to Sector 3. So we're back now, back on Daniel Ricciardo, setting a purple second sector. Clearly honestly my favorite portion of this circuit. We're trying to get past Ricciardo. We do get past Ricciardo, and we even cut him off a little bit from getting back around us, and he actually hit the brakes, so that actually helped us quite a bit by allowing us to move out of his DRS range. So now trying to chase after the man in P5, Sergio Perez, who is chasing last race winner, Felipe Drugovich. making a move through the chicane. I don't even know if I can even call it a chicane. We will luckily have DRS down the long straight. I believe George Russell is actually now hampering Lando Norris. So, could Russell be making a move for P1 here? He took pole position as we actually snatched the fastest lap away from Lando. Trying to chase after Felipe Drugovich. Little lock up there, but nothing too out of the ordinary. Other than we got a McLaren running right down our gearbox of Sergio Perez, but able to just kind of eke away from him. I want to stay behind Drugovich for the DRS, but he's kind of holding me back up into Perez as he hops the curb. So we will not have DRS. It is actually the Ferrari driver who has DRS. We're going to have to go defensive, go to the right, to the left. Sorry. I don't know my directions. So yeah, we are ahead of the Ferrari as of now. But here comes Drugovich again. Just like in China, but this time we're going to come back at him. We're going to re-overtake Drugovich into turn 1. What we could not do in China because of fuel load, I'm able to do here. And maybe, just maybe now, we can try and pull away from the Ferrari driver. It is still early days within the championship, but Drugovich is very much so within the fight this season if he can keep up these good finishes. If Ferrari keep on having good strategies like they did in China, he'll really be in it, because what a dismal race that was for me and Lando. Lando more with him locking up going into the pits was what cost him to fall behind Lance Stroll, but I mean, we had that dismal error with the fuel strategy. Here comes Felipe, absolute rocket the Ferrari right now, going down that straight away. This time we'll have the DRS. Drugovich actually backed up out of it. We go wide. Does Felipe cut under us? He does, but he can't make the move. He just peels out. I gave him room too, so he can't really complain that I squeezed him out, because I gave him room. I made my one defense move on that straight. Into that corner. So yeah. Right now I feel like this is where I'm going to be for right now. We can't really, we're being forced to drive against Felipe's, forcing us to use our tires. So we lock up into, I believe that's actually, I don't know what corner that is, into the, I did not realize how much we were saving ERS, but we saved a bunch. We're like 100% on battery going into, heading onto the straight. Alright, well, Felipe, you clearly want the position, so I'm going to give it to you. For now. Hopefully this works. Hopefully we can stay ahead of Dragovic. Maybe try and undercut our teammate. Come on, guys, fast up, fast up. Thank you.
Fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Strategy complete.
We can't fall too far behind. And we can't really get caught up in traffic either, so... Alright, good. We do come out ahead of Sergio Perez. Perez is going probably be having some PTSD from what happened last season. Of course, he was racing with our team, so he may not have as much PTSD, but he definitely does have PTSD of engine failures because he has had quite a few last season. When he joined our team. Started out well for him. It really did, but then it just started to fall away from him. Lando is in the pits as we're fighting with Mick Schumacher. With these new tires and DRS to help us, we will power pass the Alfa Romeo. Can we try and beat our teammate here in Miami? Last 3 races we haven't. And has Russell overtaken Lando? No, he hasn't. The undercut has not worked. George will have to make the pass on track. However, he may be able to do it. He may actually be going after him right now. We did actually close up to Leclerc a little bit. So I won't call it a complete... I mean, we got a little closer to Leclerc and we're further away from Dragovic. That's all I can ask for. Right now, I mainly have the Constructors' Championship inside my head because I am 20 points behind Lando in the Drivers' Championship. So I'm not really much caring about the Drivers' title right now. That and the fact that it is still only the 4th round. So yeah, not really thinking about the driver's title right now. I'm really thinking about the constructor's title and trying to beat Ferrari and Red Bull, our 2 true competitors. I mean, McLaren and Mercedes, they are there. In fact, McLaren actually overtook Red Bull, but that was because George had a grid penalty. George trying to make it Miami Rewind to try and win the Miami Grand Prix twice in a row. Can he do it? We are trying to get on podium for our first home Grand Prix, but considering we started P13 and we made it up to P4, I will be happy with that. It'll be another P4 and more points lost out to Lando, but will both be beating at least one Ferrari, and will be both beating at least one Red Bull. Both of us are beating both McLarens as well, so it's also a little treat. Yeah. Just don't have the pace to catch up to Leclerc. Whatever pace we find through sectors 1, 2, and 3, it's all lost through the first sector. Like, I can see them right in front of me, too. That's the most upsetting part of this. Is that I can see them in front of me. I can see that they are right there. Just out of reach. This really is now just manage tire wear. Just try and bring the car home. Felipe Drugovich, he may not have had the greatest Miami Grand Prix, but he can still look at this and say, I at least got a top 5. He scored points. And it's still early days. He can still make his foot. He can still put his foot in to the championship fight. Anyone can, truly. Still. Lando maybe ways out in the lead of the title, but he's not far enough to the point where it's already over. You and your big mouth, Mark. We hit 2 laps to go here at Miami. I'm actually closing up to Leclerc, but it's not going to be enough. I mean, Shut up, Mark. I'm not catching him. Oh, wow, I have so much fuel. Oh my god, they overfueled me? No wonder I'm so slow. They overfueled me by 2.35 laps. By 2.3 laps, they overfueled me. That may not seem like a lot, guys, but that is quite a difference in weight. Yeah. 3 extra laps and we're already on the final lap. You guys know this already. I am push. I barely save fuel. I hate saving fuel. Little late message there, Mark. Were you talking to Lando first? No fucking wonder the car's so much slower. It's a piece of junk. They overfueled me so much. Why would they do this? Oh my god. Oh my god. If this fuel issue is going to be a problem throughout the rest of the season for us, we might as well hang up our hands and surrender right here and now. Lando Norris wins in Miami. George Russell is P2. We take P4. Man. I can't believe it. Lando wins again. I mean, I can at least say that we won. That our team won. But in my opinion, it's the wrong driver. Congrats to Lando. Great win. I don't believe it.
So let's review the updated driver standings. It's a good result for Lando Norris, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Martin. They pushed and found some fantastic performance. It was just a pleasure to watch.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. And current leaders continue to extend their lead at the top. Meanwhile, a strong weekend from Red Bull this time out, and
again a blunder. This is honestly getting ridiculous at this point.